All right. And might I speak to the Caroline's higher self for a moment? Do I have permission for that?
Sure.
Okay. And I appreciate you coming through today. Is this Caroline's higher self?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I thank you for being in here. Do I have permission to speak with you? Would it be okay if I asked you some questions?
Sure. She knows who it
She
is.
knows. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Caroline wants to know about her path as far as work goes and potentially becoming a healer. Is this a direction that you would recommend for her?
Everyone's path is to heal people.
Right? Thank you so much. Could we recommend any particular modality that would, fit her the best?
Well, meditation is good.
So maybe teaching meditation,
Maybe teaching and just guiding people.
guiding people. Okay. All right. And Kelly had a question about how she could best help Jesus when she's here and when she leaves the earth. Can you give some guidance there? She really likes him and feels very drawn. Wants to be closer.
To just love everyone wherever she goes.
Mm-hmm.
Try to heal people
Mm-hmm.
whatever way is possible.
Mm-hmm.
And she can choose when she leaves here.
She can choose. Okay. So she'll have options, and if she wants to work with Jesus, then that will be one of the options.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Caroline has some questions about her children. The first is she would like them to understand, I guess, oneness and its truth. That's how she asks the question. How can she help her children understand oneness and its truth? Can you answer that for her?
Just give them unconditional love.
Okay. Caroline wants to know if she should spend more time alone, if that will help her to uplift faster, or will that hinder her progress?
She should balance, have time alone and with
Okay.
people, her family, her friends.
Especially family and friends. Okay. All right. And we still have a body scan going, right? And that's going fine. Is there anything I need to know about or hear about on that so far?
Her body's getting lighter.
That's great.
It's good.
It's good.
It's clearing a lot.
Good. Good. You're saying before this session, or are you saying right now?
Both.
Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. Well, I appreciate that. Keep up the good work there. She did want to know if she had any entities or attachments, implants, anything like that that we might want to talk about.
No, she doesn't have anything.
Okay, good. And did she ever have any? I know she's done a lot of work with clearing lately.
She had a slight attachment that she's cleared now
Where was it when it was here?
in her abdomen area.
Okay. And how did she clear it? In case some other people might want to watch this and have a similar issue.
she visualized just, and with her breath, she
Hmm.
would breathe in,
And
go,
whatever was there became uncomfortable and just left.
yes.
Oh, that's
When
great.
she'd breathe out, you just release everything.
Wow, that's
You
great.
visualize, but you visualize the good
Hmm.
light coming in.
Good light coming in and the negative going out through the breath.
Right.
Okay. All right. Is there anything that she can do to strengthen her attachment with Jesus and maybe open up a line of communication there?
With, can you repeat that?
Is there anything she can do to strengthen her connection with Jesus? Maybe open up a better line of communication with him, better than it is now?
Just stay on the path she's on
Okay.
and love unconditionally.
Okay. So she's been guided and she's on the right path.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Okay. Just a moment here. She has sometimes that her dog is like seeing things in the house that she doesn't see. Can you tell me what that is?
That's all her guides.
All of her guides. So she has several.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And one of them is Jesus.
Yes.
Okay. And none of it is anything that she needs to be afraid of then.
No.
Okay. And because she's so guided, she's also protected so that nothing bad would get in the mix there, right?
Right. She
Okay.
just has to have Jesus's energy and her guide's energy around, and she'll be fine.
Okay. And she's just, and the more she gets used to it, then the more she'll have it and the better it will feel.
Exactly.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much. She has some questions about the Wi-Fi in the house. Should she get orgone or something else to block it? Should she turn it off, or is it okay? Can you talk about the Wi-Fi in the house and microwaves? She's afraid it might interfere with her ascension process.
It won't if you're just, if she is not always on the computer or her
Mhm.
phone.
Maybe take some time to be outside once in a while.
Yeah, take more time to be outside and
Hmm. Hmm.
away from.
Earlier, we were talking about maybe just not having the router in a bedroom and not having the phone too close to your head ever. These are good things, tips, right?
Yes.
Okay. And is there anything else you would like to add on that line of thinking before we move to the next thing?
Just make sure you ground yourself every day to the earth.
And what do you think would be a good method for that?
Being outside.
Hmm. Maybe barefoot or something? I don't.
Well, even just walking if it's cold.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Just go walk through the neighborhood and get some fresh air and see the trees and things like that.
Right. It's very, very important to be outside.
Right. And sunshine is fine for her, right?
Yes, it's good.
Thank you. And how about her diet? She's concerned about if she's having too much meat or too much coffee. Can you weigh in on that?
She's doing better. She's eating lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't eat big, heavy meals.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it lighter.
Mm-hmm.
And the coffee is fine.
Okay. Thank you.
It's
Thank
not
you very
very
much.
much. Sure.
And who of her friends are open to the ascension and shifting into 5D? Who? who's she going to be able to talk to about these type of things? You know, it's not always easy.
Hmm. Her other friends are coming around.
They're coming around. We'll just give them some time, and she'll know when it's right.
Right.
Okay.
They'll get there.
And when they come around, or as let me see if I can answer this right. Sorry, I'm trying to formulate the question properly. Her friends are coming along, and is this because of the waves of energy that have been hitting the planet, or is it just because of them being around Caroline? Can you talk about, you know, how they're coming along and what's causing them to move forward?
It's all of that. It's the energy, but
Mm-hmm.
it's also, there's more people now raising their
Mm-hmm.
vibrations to love.
Okay. So it's just more and more people are coming around, and that's just the process we're in, and the place we're in at the process, and it's what's supposed to be happening.
Right. So it's just a matter of time, and more will reach a better vibration of love.
Oh, that's wonderful. It's very exciting. And of course, you can always talk to Jesus, right?
Always.
Oh, Caroline wanted to know, what dimension does she spend the most time in lately? She feels like she's been really raising her vibration. Just wants to know if she's dipping her toes in the water in the fourth or fifth dimension yet.
Usually fourth, but
Mm-hmm.
when she's meditated recently, she goes to the fifth.
Oh, wow, that's great. Okay. And so then she should just keep on that meditation path then, just like she's doing.
Absolutely.
All right. Good, good.
Meditation is the best thing for her
Mhm.
to raise her vibration more.
Okay. And in terms of her, if she was going to become some kind of a healer, maybe use it as a like a job or something like that, you think teaching meditation would be a good one? Is there anything else that you like for her along that lines? She might find fulfilling.
Maybe some sort of Reiki healing too, along
Okay.
with that.
Okay. She could integrate the two things and.
Right.
Yep.
Like if once her energy gets higher and higher, she can try to help heal by with Reiki and just her healing energy.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much. I'd just like to ask some standard questions that I'm going to try to ask in most of my sessions from here on out. First of all, have Caroline and I ever met before or had a time when we were incarnated on the planet at the same time?
Mm, I don't think so.
Okay. And just a minute here. Is there anything that you would like to say about the event or the shifting of the planet for people that are watching at home that haven't heard about that yet much?
Just the more you can spend time by yourself meditating in a quiet time or outside in nature,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to feel healthier through this transition. You're going to feel better
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because it might take a lot of energy from people shifting.
So they need rest then?
Yes, or just
Quiet time.
quiet time, just
Mm-hmm.
meditating.
Mm-hmm.
The more you meditate, the easier these shifts and waves will be.
Okay. Okay. Because right, as people are feeling the energy, sometimes it might make them feel like tension or anxiety. But if they were in a calmer state, it would feel more like bliss or happiness.
Right. They can actually get through the waves much easier if they're
Okay.
in the calm state.
Okay. And are those going to be coming in at about the same rate they've been coming in? Or are they going to speed up, slow down? What?
About the same rate, I would say.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Is there any advice that you would have for the practitioner, for me, as I'm moving forward on this new journey of mine, trying to help people and heal people? Is there anything you can tell me that will help me to help more people?
You're doing a great job. You have a lot of love, and it comes through. So
Oh, good. That's exactly what I would want.
keep going with that.
Okay. Okay.
Your love shines through.
All right. Thank you so much. Are there any upgrades or anything like that that we can activate for Caroline that she's ready for at this time? And she also wanted to know if she can have her third eye opened up. Is any of that possible right now?
She will see that very soon.
Mm-hmm.
The more she meditates,
Mm-hmm.
that is how she is just continuously raising her vibration,
Mm-hmm.
and it will happen fairly soon.
Wonderful. All right. And then her main goal is just to be able to receive more knowledge more easily. And this would also come hand in hand with that, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
She will have that happen as well.
Okay. Okay. And I just want to make sure, who am I talking to right now?
Caroline's higher self.
Okay. Perfect. That's what I'm going to make sure of. And Caroline's higher self, as long as you have her here, you don't get this opportunity that often. Is there anything else because I'm done with her questions. Is there anything else that you would like to say to her or me or maybe the audience when we post a video?
Just that, just keep on this path of love and light, and it will affect so many other people.
So she'll inspire people just by radiating the light.
Yes.
That's great. That's very good. Okay. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you coming through today, answering all these questions. Just a moment here.
Thank you.
Yes, you're very, very welcome. Just a moment here. Okay, so I'd like to thank the higher self, the collective, angels, light beings. Also, I wanted to make sure, is there anybody else that would like to come through that's been dying to say something to Caroline that just hasn't had the chance? There's somebody there just knocking on the door wanting to tell her something.
Saint Monica.
Monica?
Caroline has prayed to her many times, and she's one of her guides.
Oh, Saint Monica.
Saint Monica.
Okay. Can we bring Saint Monica through right now?
Sure.
Thank you so much. Okay. And am I talking to Saint Monica now?
Yes.
Hi, Saint Monica. My name's Kelly. I really appreciate you for being here today. I know that Caroline has been wanting to talk to you for some time. I don't have any questions ready for you. I'm not even familiar with you. Can you tell me who you are and what you're the saint of and how you got to be a saint?
I am a very blessed saint. I have a wonderful son, St. Augustine, and my biggest lesson was loving him unconditionally through his hard times when he was turning away from God, and he led a very wild life, a sinful life, and even though I was sad, I persevered and kept praying and asking God for help, and it finally happened. He finally turn toward God.
Oh, it's giving me chills. That's so beautiful. That's so awesome. So,
I never gave up on him.
wow. And so then that's how, so God then, because of your prayers, he somehow revealed himself to St. Augustine, and then that led St. Augustine down the right path to become a saint. Is that right?
That's right.
And what did he have to do to become a saint? I'm not
He
familiar with him either.
he turned from sin and became very holy and helped a lot of people, helped other people.
Wow. Okay. So that's how he became a saint, and then you kind of became a saint just because you for sticking by him to the point that it allowed that to happen.
Yes,
Kind of facilitated it in a way.
I never gave up hope.
Wow. And so, do you think there's a lot of mothers out there that could learn from you?
Yes,
Okay. If is there a certain group of people out there that would benefit the most from praying to you? You know, people in a certain situation, I would say go talk to Saint Monica. She's the one for you. You know, I run into a lot
yes.
of people, right?
Mothers who are seeing their kids suffer with addiction would be
Okay.
greatly helped.
Okay.
Pray to both of them, though. Caroline prayed to both of them.
Monica and Augustine?
Yes,
Okay. Okay.
but mostly Monica.
Okay. Okay. And I know that she's been praying to you for a while, and she's wanting to get in contact with you. And I'm sure that you know better than I do what's most on her mind.
Yes.
Is there a message that you would like to give to her now?
You have done a great job being a mom, and you've stood by him and all your children. Unconditional love is the greatest gift. That's what everyone needs. It's going to heal the world. There's so much heartache right now. But unconditional love is what is needed, and it'll help. It'll help all those suffering. Just see your children as love, and they can heal. They can heal.
Saint Monica, you're beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I'll, you know, maybe you and the higher self and whatever collective you guys work with, you can just, I'll put up the video, and you can make sure that the right people come to see it, and point them this way so they can hear this beautiful message and get them through tough times.
Yes.
And we'll be a team, all right?
We're all one.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
one. Unconditional love. Just remember that.
All right. Thank you so much, Saint Monica. I really appreciate you. I'm sure that when she prays to you in the future, it'll be with renewed vigor and better sense of love, even than she's already had. And now, before I let you go, is there any other message you would like to give to Monica or people that might be watching this video later on, or anybody?
Just that we are healing. The collective is healing, and we are on our way. we are on our way.
So it's just a process. Everybody needs to know that they're guided and kind of trust the process.
Trust the process, trust each other,
Mm-hmm.
trust love.
Right, right. That's awesome. That's excellent. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, St. Monica. I would like to thank you. I'd like to thank the Higher Self Collective, angels, light beings, anybody else that came through in this session for Caroline today. I know she's going to get a lot out of it and be very, very happy. Much appreciation is given for the information you've been able to bring forward and help Caroline and I hope many others. A little choked up.
You.
Take a deep breath and let go. Oh my God, I gotta blow my nose so bad. Oh, you guys always make me sniffle. I'm sure people listen hate that. Now you know why I'm always sniffling when you're watching my videos. Oh man.
Thank you.
I wish I could give you a big hug right now.
Yes,
As if I
hugs
didn't
to
get a big enough
you.
one.
Hugs to you.
Yeah, yeah. I never even heard of that saint before.
Yeah, Saint Monica.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
I mean, the perfect
She's,
saint for you, right?
yeah, she's a rock, and she taught me to try to be that way. I mean, I'm not saying I'm Saint Monica, but I sure got inspiration from her.
Yeah, but look, we had the cat lady and her guide was a cat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cat woman, and it would just make sense that the bond that you have with Saint Monica, it's the right thing. You know what I mean? So to say I'm not Saint Monica, no, I mean you are, right?
Right. Absolutely.
And you're the perfect person to carry her message forward, right? I've never even heard of her before, but you'll be able to go up to somebody and you're going to see somebody in the right time, in the right situation. And you're going to be like, you need Saint Monica. And they're going
Yeah.
to know that you're right.
Yes.
Right.
She never gave up. And I think that's what our kids need. We can't ever give up on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Jesus never gave up on us. He never does give up on us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just amazing, you know?
I usually sit there and I'll talk to people for half hour after the session because gone over all these questions, but I just feel like I'd rather just meditate on it, I guess.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's just, it's like I'm so relaxed, but it's just a very deep thing, you know? Yeah. And you're like, whoa.
This
That's
happens to me
very
in every
cool.
session too, because I always start out and I'm just like, where's this going? I don't, like,
Right,
what does this
right.
make any sense to me? And then all of a sudden it'll just go boom and we'll hit the pocket and get in the
Yes.
zone and just shit starts happening. I just feel like so much of the time.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
Mhm.
But I love it. I just think it's a good modality, you know? I
Well,
just really do. It would be awesome.
they're talking about you can teach meditation too, which that's so hard for so many people. Like
Yeah.
there's people I could say, oh, you just need to meditate more, and they're like, well, just shoot me now, right? Right.
Right. I know. So I think if people just learned a really basic one, it overwhelms them because they're like, I can't stop the thoughts. Are you kidding me? Like they think it's
Scares me to even think of it.
impossible.
Yeah.
But how I learned was when the thought comes in, you don't get frustrated. You just gently say, oh, there's a thought, by thought, and you just release it. But people get way too anxious, so it doesn't work for them. So I think there needs to be a real simplistic, like, way of teaching it to beginners, and then you can increase it. But I think, yeah, I just wish more people would give it a try and just do a real basic one first. So,
One of the things we're going to do on the Woo Woo channel here is we're going to have a like probably it'll be once a week thing, I'm guessing, but I haven't decided the name of it. Like personal woo or stories of woo or something like that. I'm trying to get a theme going, but
right,
the idea is that ever since I did that one interview with Suzanne, I got a lot of people that were like, "Don't worry, Kelly, you're not crazy. Check out this crazy thing that happened to me." Right, and so they would tell me,
yeah,
right, like their awakening,
right,
or there was the dog was seeing shit in the house that right,
yeah,
and so the idea is for me to get people's kind of like either awakening stories or crazy stories that metaphysical stuff that they might not tell their friends or their family. I might have to buy
right,
their face or something, but some of
yeah,
them, maybe they could send it in and I'll just read what the story. But the idea is that the more people that hear these stories, the more they're going to send them in, and the more that are going to realize, hey, I'm not the only one that's happening to.
right.
Oh
I
my
think
gosh,
that's
I'm not
good.
crazy, right?
Exactly.
Because if you remember,
I
my
know.
very first client came to me because she was hearing voices, right? It
Oh
turned out to be the
no.
best voices ever.
Right.
But at the time, it was like thought
You
she was losing
just
it.
exactly. So I think that's so true. I think that would help people if you did that,
So
and
I want to
just
have you on sometime, and so be thinking about a couple stories, and then maybe we'll,
okay.
in the process of that, we can have you talk about the meditation a little bit, because I know
Sure.
it's something that a lot of
Yeah.
people, everybody, everybody knows they need to do it, right? No, no,
Right. Yeah.
it's more
Just
important.
everything. Every time I read another article or talk to someone or watch someone spiritual on one of their channels, I just hear that over and over, just more and more, even now. Meditation is what will help you almost the most, like it
Three
just
things I can say that
connects you with who you really are. So, well, I guess that must be why. It's just
yeah, it's
really key.
like meditation, grounding, open up the heart,
Right.
right? Everybody wants to open up the
Exactly.
third eye, open up the heart, right?
Yeah.
Third eye will open itself.
Yeah. Right. Once the heart chakra opens, then you have a way
Mm-hmm.
better chance of quickly getting your third eye
And
open.
it's like we were
So
talking about earlier, where it's like you stop trying to push, and all of a sudden things start going faster.
exactly.
And I feel like if you try to open up your third eye, it just doesn't happen that way. I think what
Right.
happens is that you open up the heart and get the rest of the chakras in a decent place, and that'll just happen.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I
I
know.
haven't got there yet myself, so
Right.
but it's kind of the message that I seem to be getting in these sessions. And like I said, I got the coolest job ever. Right?
Yeah, this is great.
We're looking at the questions that I got to ask today, and and
Aw,
I had to make
yeah.
something on the spot for Saint Monica. I'm like, Saint who? You like fucking Saint Monica, right?
It's okay. There's so many saints that I know they
Um,
don't expect us all to know who I